Mm, Very good evening, guys. Welcome to Network Ethics. It's a day one, right? So it's a day one of your Fortinet firewall. We are going to start since it's a day one. It's an introduction session. So I'm going to give you the roadmap of this training program, and as well as if we have a time to do it, since it's a 1 hour batch. So first we'll complete the roadmap of your training program, and I'm going to create. Uh, I'm going to get your WhatsApp number. So to create a separate community group, WhatsApp community group for your paid students. Okay. So after I'll collect all this personal info, the contact numbers, and if we have a time, then we'll continue with uh, our any one of the as per the schedule, right? So we have to start from the introduction to the firewall, right? So if not, then we will start the introduction to the firewall from tomorrow onwards, guys. Okay, so first let me start with the course curriculum. Roadmap of the course curriculum we already discussed, right? So I just share with you what is the content we are going to cover in this on firewall combo, and as well as individual Fortinet firewall and under NSE4. Since this batch is going to start with the NSE4, so we'll see the roadmap of your training flow. Okay, NSE4, how long it will take, and which day, which type of topic we are going to cover, right? So that and all I'm going to discuss now with you guys. Then I'll collect your your contact WhatsApp number to create a separate WhatsApp group. Okay, those who for already paid. Okay, so then I'll create a separate drive as well, and along with your number and register my email ID also I'll collect with you guys. Okay, so I'll create a separate drive for you guys. So whatever the session and then content I'm going to share with you, right? So that will be shared through that drive only. So it's a downloadable, and daily sessions will be daily sessions will be uploaded in that drive only, guys. Okay, so okay, fine. So okay, guys, let's start with a roadmap of your Fortinet NSE4. So in day one, we are going to give you the demo. I'm going to give you the demo for Fortinet introduction to the firewall. Those who are all very new to this firewall technology, those who already completed, you are aware, any one of the firewall, right? So you are aware, right? So what is firewall? What are the type of firewall, right? What are the what is the features we have in a next generation firewall? That introduction I'm going to give you the reason. So before start the product, we have to start from the scratch. So this is a very basics things, so to which we are going to cover either today or tomorrow. Okay, so most probably it will be in a tomorrow only, I think so. Okay, and then after that, sorry, yes, after that, day two, introduction about the Fortinet. So I'm going to give you the portfolio introduction about the Fortinet brand, as well as what are all the product they have. Fortinet security fabrics, what are the product they have, and what is the use of that particular products, how to use the Fortinet environment to protect one data center, right? So that and all we are going to theoretically we are going to discuss this. Okay, day two. And day three, it's about the lab setup. Okay, we are day three and day four, we are going to do lab setups. So we are going to install for a hands-on purpose. We are going to use a virtual lab. So the tool called tool name is 𝒊𝒊𝒐. So how to install this 𝒊𝒊𝒐 software in your emulator software in your laptop or desktop, and how to upload the image files, the which we are doing as a hands on the product. What are the products you are going to learn, right? So since it starts with a Fortinet, so we are going to install the Fortinet. We are going to upload the Fortinet image file, and then Cisco router and switches, Windows machine, Windows client machine, and Windows server machine, which we are going to use for to learn this Fortinet products to create some uh, real-time scenarios. Okay, so the how to install that app of software, and after that how to upload. There are two part of the lab setup. Okay, so the part one you are going to see, I'm going to give you the introduction to that tool, and how to install that tool, how to use that tool. And then part two, how to upload the image files, and how to draw the topology, and we are going to create our standard topology for for next 5 to 10 sessions, which we are going to use a standard topology to know to learn about the Fortinet basics. Okay, so how to on that lab setup we are going to do, and day 3 and day 4, guys, and day 5 we are going to deal with a FortiGate firewall. The actual lab with a FortiGate firewall, we are starting with a day 5. So it's initial setup. Okay. So meanwhile, these 3 days, I'll make sure to create. Hi everyone. You guys need to complete your lab setup with the day 5. Okay. Almost it's a Friday, right? So after that we have a since we don't have a session in a weekend, right? So you guys are having 2 days. Sorry, yes, time to create your own lab setup. So in that time, I'll assist you if you're having any issue or any doubts, or if you need any support, I'll assist you for that. Okay, to create your own lab setup. Then we'll go with the after the day 6 onwards, we will go with the daily basis. We'll go with the lab. All the topics will cover under lab scenario only. Okay, so theoretically and practically we'll cover it. So day 6 we are going to see how to register. So day 5 you are going to see how to access the consoles of FortiGate firewall through CLI and GUI, and through how to take a telnet, how to take a SSH access from your management PC to your FortiGate firewall, right? So remote PC to FortiGate firewall, right? So after the day 6 you are going to see how to register your FortiGate firewall, how to register your FortiGate firewall in a FortiGate tag account. So how to create, how to upload the licenses, how to create the FortiGate support account, I mean tag account, how to register your FortiGate firewall in a tag account, and then how to raise the ticket if you're having any issue, and if you want to raise the ticket against the Fortinet, I mean if you want to, if you need a support and if you want to create a support ticket from Fortinet tag account, so how to raise the ticket, that and all we are going to see, and how to manage the products, registered products in your tag account, and how to upload the licenses, how to uh, apply the licenses for your Fortinet products. So that and all you are going to see under day 6, and the day 7. So the part of device management, which is also part of initial configuration only. So when you're getting a fresh FortiGate firewall, first you need to access the console and you need to register and the device with a Fortinet tag account, and you need to apply the licenses, right? And then you have to, yeah, I'll share with you. Okay, so just uh, okay, you can just ping me. I'll share with you all the content if you are. This is your day 1. No issues. I'll share that. Okay. And then uh, after register your product, right? After register your product, before deploy that product in a live production network, what are the things you have to do it, right? What are the things you need to make sure before deploy that product in a live production network? So changing your administrative access and creating multiple based on your needs, how many administrators are going to access your FortiGate firewall to manage, and what is their privileges, right? And how they are going to access through directly on your management PC, or remote by using it remote networks or remote access, like I mean the telnet or the SSH, the console access, how you are going to provide that particular administrator. Belongs to your management network. He's going to access your firewall from the management network or remote network, right? So that and all you have to define, and you have to create admin user accounts, and then you have to before deploy all those steps you need to make sure before deploy it in your live production network. And so that and all we are going to discuss under day 7. So we are going to discuss how many of what are the type of admin privileges we have by default, and how to create a customized privileges, so it's with a certain limited access, right? So that and all we are going to see under day 7. And the day 8, which how you are going to see how to take a backup and restore. Okay, so taking a backup through CLI and GUI and how to automate how to take a scheduled based backup, right? All those stuffs you are going to learn under day 8. Okay, so up to now, this is your management activities. Okay, how to manage your FortiGate firewall to to make sure you're in network flow, network security, right? So this is your up to now we are not dealing with the data traffic. This is about management traffic. So it's all management purpose. You are going to learn all those stuffs, these model. Okay, from model 3 only you are going to deal with the live traffic, so your network flow, how to secure your live network, right? So the how, in case if you are in your network flow, in case any of the if you want to do deep inspection with the against with the virus, malware, spyware, right? So the and if you want to restrict any services, any applications, right? So if you want to restrict the traffic, so that and all you are going to start to learn from the model 3. Okay, so which is from day 9, guys. So how to create a secure day 9th, you are going to learn how to create a security rule in a FortiGate firewall. Okay, and what are the type of rules we have by default, like implicit and explicit, and how to validate your existing rule well, rule validation, right? And how to view your rules, and if you're having any issue the policy, how to troubleshoot in a policy validation, right? So sorry, yes. So that and all you are going to learn under model 9, sorry, day 9, which is model 3. And day 10 we are going to see how to create a NAT rule. Okay, so when you are allowing a internet traffic from internal network to external network, or when you're allowing external services to access from the internet to your internal network, right? So that time we are going to implement NAT. So what are the type of NAT we have, and what is the different type of NAT, source NAT and destination NAT? Here you can mention so one thing. So policy based NAT. Okay, policy based NAT, and then cen central NAT. So I'll let you know what is for central NAT and what is policy NAT. Central as NAT. Okay, and then in destination NAT, virtual IP. Okay, so in source NAT in Fortinet, we'll implement in a two-way. One is policy based source NAT you can implement. Another one is central S NAT. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because the U-turn nets, the term U-turn net you can see most probably in Paloalto. Okay, and the U-turn net is nothing. It's applying a source NAT and destination NAT both in a same for same traffic simultaneously. That is called a U-turn net. So that is also will be covered. No worries. Okay, so so and then um virtual, I mean the central SNAT, it's for the terminology which we use to implement this is the feature to implement source NAT in two different way. One is policy, in you can implement the source NAT in your security policy itself, so that is called the policy NAT. And you can implement the same source NAT with a separate policy console. You can maintain a separate shareable policies. Okay, so the central NAT is a shareable policy, and it's a NAT policy. And policy based NAT, it's not a shareable policy, NAT policy. So that differentiation, I'll let you know while doing this lab only. You can able to understand the difference between the policy based NAT and centralized NAT, until unless if you're not having any idea about Fortinet environment. Okay, so like virtual IP is the destination NAT. Okay, so virtual LP is a feature which we can, by using this feature, we will implement destination NAT in Fortinet. Okay, so that and all you are going to see, we are going to cover under day 10 and day 11, which is comes under the module 4. Okay, and module 5, it's it's about the firewall authentication. So how to, it's comes under the partially, it comes under the firewall administration, management side, and then partially comes under the data traffic inspection. Okay, so user, how to, in this topic you are going to see how to integrate your for you FortiGate firewall with Active Directory server. Okay, so how to remote, you how to use a remote user authentication, how to create a rule to allow or deny some services based on the user and user groups by integrating Active Directory server with your FortiGate firewall by using FSSO agent application. Okay, FSSO agent, it's an application which is built Fortinet application. It is called Fortinet single sign on. This application need to be uh, installed on your Active Directory server to integrate all the user logged in details in your AD environment, Active Directory environment in your domain, and it will collect all the login user details, and then they are logged in with the which PC and what is their IP address, right? So now how long they have logged in that PC, all the login information will be collected, and this application will be collect, and then this application will, after collect all those information, it will share this information to your FortiGate firewall. By using that information only, your FortiGate firewall will detect the user based filter. So if you want, if you're creating a rule to allow or deny any specific user or user group, right? So that is identified, your Fortinet will identify it by the help of this FSSO agent application. Okay, so that we are going to do. And day 13, sorry, day 12 and day 13, 2 days. Day one, Active Directory integration, how to install Active Directories server, and how to create a user in your Windows Server machine, and then how to create a user and user group uh, in your Active Directory server. That you are going to do it on day one, and then sorry, yes, and then day two, we are going to integrate your Active Directory server with your FortiGate firewall, and we are going to achieve the user-based authentication filters. A layers, one of the layers on filter, user and user group filters, you can achieve it. Okay, and that is comes under the day 12 and day 13, and no Srini. I'll give you the image files for that. Okay, I'll give you the Windows Server machine, separate machine image file. I'll give you for that. Okay, the image file I have it. And then module 6, which where we are going to discuss about the initial I mean sorry, the IPS. You can install that in your laptop and desktop with the tool which we are going to use it, EVNG. Okay, that you can install this devices inside the tool. Okay, I'll teach you how to do that, no worries. So model 6, which we are going to start on day 14 and 15, where we are going to use UTM features like all next generation firewalls, like application control and URL, I mean sorry, your antivirus profile, and then IPS, how to create a customized IPS signatures, how to detect the vulnerabilities, intrusions by using an IPS, right? And how to detect the virus or malware by using antivirus profile, and then how to create a filter to block or allow specific application and category based, like let's say I just want to block entire social networking related applications like Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, like that, all that I can able to achieve by the help of application control features. So entire social network, whatever the application, the which is comes under the social networking category, what are the application we used for the under social networking category, right? So that all the application I can able to either allow or either block all those. I I can able to implement by the help of FortiGuard category based application filter option. Okay, FortiGuard is the cloud-based subscription feature. Okay, so where the database is maintained by the live database is maintained by the Fortinet. Okay, so it's a cloud-based data center. So they have update all this information. Any new type of application or any new type of URL is a website is hosting, right? So that application and that URL will be analyzed by the FortiGuard FortiGuard team, and by using some machine learning concept, they are analyzing all live applications, and based on their content and based on their activities, right, based on that service, and they are classifying the each and every application by using some categorization. And in that one category, we I just given as an example, that is social networking category. Under social networking category, so they have listed social networking related applications. Just a moment. Okay, so they have listed one social networking applications, all social networking application under the social networking category. So all those you can able to either block, you are going to allow, or any specific. I just want to block entire social networking application, but inside that I just want to allow only Facebook, or I just want to allow only Twitter. So override application override also it's possible by using a category based filters. And as well as I just want to allow Facebook, and inside that Facebook I lot of micro application. Facebook is a collaborated application. It's collection of multiple micro application, right? So like chat, voice call, video call, right? So gaming, file sharing, like that, right? So I just want to allow Facebook, but inside that Facebook, some of the micro application features I just want to block it. Like I want to allow my my internal users to access Facebook, but I don't want to allow them to chit chat with someone else. I don't want to allow the chat feature. So in that case, yes, you can achieve by you can filter the micro application by the help of application control. So you can allow some of the application inside that um, collaborator application. You can restrict some of the micro application features. So that is possible by the help of application control. So that we are going to see under day 14 and 15. And day 16, which is talk about the URL filter, web filtering. So if you want to block some website or some category based, I just want to block all financial related websites or banking related websites, or I just want to block all gaming related websites. So that also possible, just like how we can able to filter the application based on the category. Similarly, you can block the websites based on the FortiGuard category based filter. So how to create a statically one specific URL, and based on how to block or allow some category based URLs, that and all we are going to see under module 16, sorry, module 7, day 16, guys. Okay. And then module 8, which is talk about the data leakage prevention. So if you want to block, if you don't want to allow any app eh, users to download any specific type of files, so file blocking, and then data leakage, any specific content you don't want to allow your internal users to upload on the internet, or your internet users from they try to download from your internal resources, right? So that and all you can able to avoid. So data leakage. So sorry guys, so by the help of data leakage protection policy, you can just block the you can just deny the specific applications as well as the content. You can inspect the content, you can inspect the data, and you can identify the specific content. Let's say some of the data have a user contact information, my user's contact information, or my my client's contact information, or some of the data having a could let's say we are uh, may know, please, Mr. Vivo, please drop your, shut down your camera, please, off setup. Okay, so we can able to restrict that. So let's say specific set of data, right? So you can able to protect if you have some sensitive information, like let's say you're working under banking projects, right? So there that your internal network have some banking user information like credit card information, loan information, and right. So that informations are more sensitive information. So you should not that information should not leak outside, right? So to avoid that, you can use this data leakage protection. So how to implement the data leakage protection, what is data leakage concept, and what is data leakage, and how to prevent that, and in case if it is happen, how to uh, examine that, right? So that and all we are going to see under day 16, guys. Okay, day 17, which is talk about the again administration and management per FortiGate firewall management, data management. Okay, so I mean, device management comes under the device management topic, which is high availability. Okay, so if you have a FortiGate 5, I mean, in your production network, how to use standalone, if you're using a standalone product, what will happen, and how to use a redundancy, and what are the ways you can achieve the redundancy. So high availability means it's a redundancy. Okay, so you're by using this redundancy concept, you can able to make sure your network availability right, always. So you can increase your network durability and network availability, guys. Okay, by using this high availability concept. So how do you implement this high availability in Fort by using FortiGate firewall? What are the type of high availability or redundancy we have, like active, passive, and active, active? So that we are going to do lab with a day 17 and day 18 both. Day 17 we'll do active, passive, and day 18 we'll do active, active, high availability, guys. Okay, and under module 10, which is talk about the routing with the FortiGate firewall. Here, we are not going to teach you any routing protocols. What is static routing? What is dynamic routing? What are the dynamic routing protocols? We have like EHRP, RIP, OSPF, BGP, like that. We are not going to teach you the routing protocols, right? So we are going to implement the routing, all the dynamic routing protocol. How to? We are going to see how to configure that routing protocols, and how to implement all routing inside your FortiGate firewall, that we are going to see. So the prerequisite is to learn this product is, since it's a, CCNA, right? So you need to learn, you need a network fundamental, right? So since you guys are already completed all those, I mean you have a knowledge of CCNA, there you may learn the routing, what is switching and all. So I'm not going to teach you in depth in this routing protocol. So right, so dynamic routing protocol and all, we are going to see how to enable these routing protocols, and if you're having any issue, how to troubleshoot them. That's it. We are going to see under routing. Okay. So module 10, module 11, we are going to talk about the VPN. So which is day 20. Under VPN, we are going to have a 3 day session. So one is first day one, it's talk about the VPN theory fundamentals. What is VPN, from starting from what is VPN, what is IPsec VPN, what is SSL VPN, and under IPsec VPN, what is phase one, phase two, and what is the encryption algorithm, what are the encryption algorithm we have, and what is ISACAM, what is ESP, right? So all those from the scratch we are going to see, and then lab we'll do it, and 21st IPsec VPN, and 22nd, day 22nd, we will do SSL VPN lab, guys. Okay, and after that, module 12, which is talk about the SD-WAN day. SD-WAN session, we are going to have a 2 days. One day one, which is 20th, day 3, we are going to talk discuss about SD-WAN. What is SD-WAN? What are all the benefit we are going to have by implementing the SD-WAN? What are all the SD-WAN market leader, other vendor products we have, and why the Fortinet is still it's a market leader when it comes to in the for ISD-WAN product, right? So that and all we are going to discuss, and as well as what is the benefit you are going to have implementing the SD-WAN feature in your infrastructure, right? How to manage multiple WAN links by using the SD-WAN SD-WAN feature. So that and all we are going to discuss. So day one, it's talk about the theoretical things. Day two, we are going to implement the SD-WAN lab. So how by using Fortinet firewall, how to manage multiple WAN links and how to how that SD-WAN feature is automatically automate this WAN link management. That and all we are going to see under uh, day 13, sorry, day 23 and day 24, guys. Okay, and next model 13, which is on which is talk about the virtual domain. So VDOM. So VDOM is the what to say? So VDOM, it's a logical concept. Like you can relate if you're not I mean, if you're very new to this firewall products, if you're not aware the concepts of VDOM, you can just compare VDOMs with a VLAN basically, but not its exact VLAN. Okay, so I'll give you the example. Okay, so let's say you have one physical switch and one broadcast domain, single broadcast domain. If you want to split this single physical switch, and if you want to connect with multiple uh, broadcast domain or multiple different LAN, then you have to logically split as a virtual LAN, VLAN, virtual LAN, and one view. So let's say this is VLAN 10, VLAN 20, and VLAN 30, and you can deploy VLAN with a one different network, and VLAN 10 will be treated as a different network, VLAN 20 will be treated as a different network, and VLAN 30 will be treated as a different network, right? And they will physically they are connected with a single network, and logically they have treated as a different network, right? And if you want to communicate with this VLAN 10 to VLAN 20, you need to enable the inter-VLAN routing L3 functionalities, right? Similarly, and you can deploy this VLAN 10 with a different network. I mean, you different subnet, not subnet, so different. It will be treated as a different network, right? So similarly, if you have a single physical firewall and you want to split this physical firewall as a multiple logical firewall, and you need to deploy with a different process, and then you can split that single physical firewall as a multiple logical firewall based on the modules. The number of VDOMs will be increased. Okay, so one VDOM you can treat as you can allocate the some of the set of physical interfaces, and let's say I have 16 16 LAN port in my Paloalto, sorry, in my Fortinet firewall, and first four ports I have allocated to the VDOM 1. The next four ports I have allocated to the VDOM 2. Then this four ports will act like a virtual different firewall, and this four ports will be act like a different firewall, so I can connect different process. I mean, I can use this VDOMs to deploy different processes, different projects. Okay, so that is called VDOM, guys. That concept is called VDOM. The same thing in Palo Alto, we call it as a VSys. So those who already learn this Palo Alto, you can aware this VSys, so that at least terminology. Okay, so that we are going to see here. And then day 26 and 27, it's talk about the troubleshooting. And day 26, we are going to see a packet flow and of your Fortinet environment, how the Fortinet firewall is process the packet from the initial, from receiving stage to forwarding stage, and what are the process we are going to. So which means one, let's say one traffic is passing through your FortiGate firewall from receiving state to exit interface. In between, what are the process is happen to filter specific fire traffic, right? And to identify the vulnerabilities, what are the packet processing stages are available, and for in which scenario it will go for a which stage, right? So that and all we are going to discuss under packet flow, and then packet capture, how to capture the live packet in your FortiGate firewall, that we are going to see. And and we'll create some live troubleshooting tickets, and we'll create some scenario, and we'll see how to capture the packet and how to troubleshoot that, and in what basis you are going to gather the information from the clients for troubleshooting purpose, how to create a troubleshooting report, right? So, and then how to analyze the logs and reports for analysis to troubleshooting purpose, right? So that and all we are going to see under day 26 and day 27, guys. Okay, and along with it's about the exam preparation. So how to prepare your NSE4 if you're looking for NSE4 certification, if you want to prepare yourself, right? So the day 4, I mean day 27 itself, at the end of the day, I'll give you the tips how to prepare yourself for the NSE4 examination and what are the um, topics you have to focus, what are the weightages for the each topics, right? So that and all we will discuss under module 15, guys. Okay, which is day 27. So there is a chance 1 or 2 days will be increased. Okay, so max to max 29 sessions we are going to have to complete this Fortinet NSE4 training program, guys. Okay, so max to max, so 29 sessions. So right, so in this first 3 days it's for the introduction and then lab setup. Okay, first week it will fully go for the lab setup. From the second week, from next Monday onwards only, I mean next coming Friday onwards only, we are going to head into the actual Fortinet NSE4 curriculum. Okay, so meanwhile we'll prefer the day along with the day one, the topic wise will be uploaded. Okay, which topic we have covered day one and then which topic we have covered. So that thing along with that I'll upload it. Okay. Okay, yes. So this is your roadmap for your NSE4 training program. Okay, so totally it will take 29 sessions, live sessions to complete your Fortinet NSE4. Okay, and what is the time now? So almost 9:15, 15 minutes more. So where if I start the introduction, if I start to give an introduction to the firewall, so I need more than 30 to 45 minutes at least. So what I can do, guys, please drop your mobile number, name, mobile number, and register mail ID in your chat, and don't chat anything else. So okay, please drop your register mail ID, your name, register mail ID, okay, and then your WhatsApp number. Okay, that register number. Okay, so guys, please don't drop just name like that. Just drop full details. First name, then my WhatsApp number. Ramesh, please don't do this. Like not like that, not like that. Guys, please add all those details along with. So separately don't send. Okay, your name, mail ID separately, separately, not like that. Please type first your name and then your register mail ID, then your WhatsApp number. I'll give you the enough time. Okay, no worries. Okay, so I'll create a separate WhatsApp group and then I'll add you guys. From tomorrow onwards, you will get the session link on that WhatsApp group. Okay, so please do with your name, register mail ID, and mobile number. I mean WhatsApp number. Yes, Sakir, please. Guys, if anybody from the previous batch, like previous Paloalto evening batch, so if you're already send your name and when please send now also. So because that is a different WhatsApp group which is only used for the Paloalto. Okay. So now I'm going to create a separate WhatsApp group which is will only used for the Fortinet. Okay. Yes, Srini, I'll include. Sana, as I told you, so that is only for Palo Alto PCNSE. You right? So you have that is a completed batch. I'm right. So I'm going to create a separate WhatsApp group for NSE4. Okay, along with you guys, the people who take only for specific product, they will also join. So that's the reason we are maintaining the separate WhatsApp group for each and every product. Okay, so I'll add you in that. So every batch we'll create a new WhatsApp group. So even though if you are from the any existing batch WhatsApp group, okay, so that's completed batch, or we are not going to send you any notification in that WhatsApp group. So please share your information here itself. Daniel, in chat itself, here itself. Yes, yes. I can just copy and I'll verify your register for mobile number and mail ID. Then I'll upload in this WhatsApp group. I'll share you guys. I mean, I'll add you in that group. group. Okay, guys. Those who shared your details, so you can leave. Okay. So that's it today. And tomorrow we'll start the session. So it starts with introduction to the firewall. Okay. Since it's a day one, I just want to go with the introduction session. So about the curriculum. Okay. And along with you guys tomorrow, some of the guys who is already waiting for the Fortinet, they will join you. So from tomorrow, we'll start the proper curriculum. Okay. So those who shared your details, you can leave now. Tomorrow you will get the link for this in your separate WhatsApp group for the paid student group. Okay. I hope everyone shared. Daniel and Kubin, Kwasi, Ramesh, Shaik, Raghu, Vakas. I hope everyone has shared your details. Daniel, have you done? Okay, guys. So that's it today. We'll meet tomorrow. Bye bye. Take care.